And so what we're doing here is just trying to get meditation, peace, sense of clarity and balance into our daily routines, our weekly routines. So this meditation that we'll be doing, it starts at 11:30, and it's going to go from 11:30 to noon. We're a little late today because I had to work on sound and setting everything up, etc. So anywho, we're here now, and we made it. So I just wanted to give this little announcement, and as I said, I'll be posting this in all of our different social media outlets so that everyone can get their hands on this stuff. One of the meditations that we're going to do, my husband Adam and I started doing it at the beginning of the year, right after, the first real lockdown hit. There was so much uncertainty. We had no idea what we were going to do for work, jobs. Everything was shut down, and we didn't know what it was going to look like afterward. And our lives were rapidly changing by the day. And so we started doing this Hada Gobinde meditation. And in doing this meditation, it unlocked a lot of potential within both of us. And we truly believe it is the reason why the studio not only was given an opportunity for us to take it over, and we had a lot of people on our side that really wanted us to take over the studio here in Montrose, but also it gave us this sense of it's time to do our own family business. It's time to work for ourselves and do something for ourselves, and to really hone in on that internal power. And I'm telling you right now, it has completely changed our lives. There are many teachers that talk about doing this meditation every single day and just the incredible miracles that have happened. And Adam and I can attest. I mean, we went from having no idea what we were going to do, what was going to happen, to pretty much creating a dream, meditating on it daily, holding that dream in our minds as we were doing this particular meditation that we're going to start our class with today, and that dream becoming a reality. So at this point, I feel like it's doing a disservice if I don't share it with you because of the amazing, amazing miracles that it has brought in us. And in this process, I'm going to say, so with the Hada, that is a particular sound current. It is the sound current of God. And if you actually say it a bunch, Hud, it almost sounds like God. And you activate it from your navel point. And I'm going to tell you this too. We started doing this a couple months after I had my son, and my core is stronger than it's ever been because of this navel pumping, you could call it. And so with holding this HUD vibration in my aura and frequency, I really opened my heart up to wanting a spiritual name, and that I was ready for a spiritual name. And to my grandest surprise, I received my spiritual name by some really wonderful, powerful human beings at the 3HO organization. It's Yogi Bhajan's organization. I received my spiritual name, and my spiritual name is Taj Had Prem Kur. And it means one who dances, shares, emanates God's splendor through radiance, creativity, prosperity, joy. And so I find that there's no coincidence that I started to do this meditation. My husband and I have also been doing the Sobhag Kriya for the past 40 days, and I have a few girls that I do the Sobhag Kriya with every single day. Also a meditation that has rapidly changed our lives. And it is no coincidence to me that that is my spiritual name. When I heard the name, when I saw the name, I felt it, because I was ready to kind of maybe feel some kind of disconnection to it, just because that's the rebel in me. But no, when I saw the name, I absolutely fell in love and saw this sense of almost like I could see myself. And since having the spiritual name of Taj Haprem Kur, I feel that I've been able to step up a little bit more into who I am and what it is that I'm offering here at Yoga House, offering in my life, offering, as a friend, as a loved one, etc. So just wanted to give you that little side story background. All right, so we're gonna get right into this, but before we do, we always tune in. We tune in with the Adi mantra, and the way you do it, because all of you are gonna be at home doing this or at work or somewhere outside. We tune in to kind of create a Swiffer. We clean the room, we set the frequency. So if you're not in a studio setting, tuning in is kind of like creating your studio setting, if that makes sense. So we're gonna tune in. The Adi mantra is Ong, O-N-G, Namo, Gurudev, Namo. It means I honor, I bow to that infinite source of wisdom within myself. I honor and bow to that infinite source of wisdom in creation. Let's go ahead and rub the palms together. Get them nice and warm. Breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. And I just want to thank you for joining me today. Get those hands nice and warm. Settle that warmth at your heart center. I always tune into a song called Faith's Hymn by Beautiful Chorus. It's kind of like my je ne sais quoi, my little touch to my classes. All right, settle that warmth at your heart center, neutralizing the mind and balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale to tune in. Hold. Take a big breath in. As you do, activate pelvic floor, eyes go up and in, hold. And exhale, set your hands down. So we're going to do 3 meditations here today. We're going to do cat-cow, hara-hara govinde, and then we're going to do intelligence meditation, which Guru Jagat has been doing for over a year now with her crew at Rama Institute, which if you aren't familiar, I suggest that you go and get familiar because that lady is a life changer. All right, so come to your hands and knees, wrists below shoulders, knees below hips, spread fingertips nice and wide. We're going to begin in cat-cow. If you need, you can have a blanket for your knees. So wrists are below shoulders, knees are below hips. We inhale, sway belly, look to sky, and exhale, round and go. Head and neck can be basically stable as you do this. And just find a movement that's working for you. You don't have to go too deep into the cow. And you don't have to go too deep into the cat. Just find this nice wave through the spine. Keep it going. We always have to time ourselves. It's just a way of keeping up and staying on point. Arms stay straight and strong. Keep it going. This undulation of the spine is going to activate your glandular system. Once it does, it'll help activate the pituitary gland, which is, keep going, even though I've stopped. It's going to activate the pituitary gland, which is what we call our third eye in yoga, but if we're going to go into terms of science and what's physically there, it is your pituitary gland, and it's responsible for the rest of your glandular system. When your glandular system is out of balance, it's going to create a lot of side effects, but when it's back in balance, you're going to experience bliss, clarity, freedom in your heart, body, and mind. It's a sense of balance. Keep it going. We've got about a minute to go. Excuse me, more than that. Arms stay straight and strong. This is also a wonderful way to build the core. So if your core is something that you'd like to work on to get stronger, I'm telling you, doing this and the Hada Hada Govinde gave me a core that I've never had before. Eyes go up and into that pituitary gland. Activate that master gland of the brain. Keep moving. You're doing great. Stay with it. Stay with your breath. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. Inhale, skin belly with the sky. Exhale, round, lightly squeeze the buttocks as you hold the breath out. Inhale to a neutral spine. And exhale, coming down to child's pose or baby pose. Bring your palms to touch. Sides of the pinkies are resting on the mat, forehead on the mat, resting the frontal lobe on the mat. Breathing deeply in through your nose and out through your nose. Stay connected to the breath. Long, slow, deep inhales. Long, exaggerated exhales. Your frontal lobe is responsible for memory and coordination and a lot of other really spectacular things. I don't want to oversay and be wrong, so I'm just going to stop right there. So, in mentioning all the meditations that we're going to be doing today, we're going to do them today. We're going to be doing them for the next 40 days. Within the next weeks. I will only, of course, be on here, but this is going to be a recording, so you can do this every single day for the next 40 days. What it'll do is it'll project you into the first half of the first month of the year, January 10th, 11th-ish area. And so if you haven't started a 40-day meditation yet, let me encourage you to do so one now. Go ahead and come on up if you haven't already, sitting up on your heels. So, of the meditations that we're going to be doing, we will do cat-cow. I didn't mention this one, addiction meditation. This is so powerful for those that are in recovery, but this is also powerful for those of us that, you know, we have habitual actions, like, for instance, me, playing with my hair, picking my skin, things like that. Let's just be being very transparent. Excuse TMI if I did. But we all have habituations that we go in and out of every single day. Ways of thinking, ways of being, breathing, your way of breathing, it's a habit. So in order to break that habit, we've got to get into the central cortex of the brain. So this is bringing us to our next meditation. Either sit on your sits bones or sit on a blanket underneath those sits bones or sit on the heels, whatever is really calling out to you right now. Go ahead and bring your hands up like so. Curl your fingertips into the finger mounds. Thumbs are going to come to your temples. Close your eyes. Roll the eyes up and into that pituitary gland, because we're activating not only the pituitary gland, but the pineal gland as well, which is responsible for so much in your body and how you operate and your highest potential, who you are and how you project yourself and your aura and all this incredible stuff. So anyways, we're curling those fingers in. Thumbs are just resting on the temple. So we call this addiction meditation. This is something, if you do it for the next 40 days without stopping every single day, you can break a habit. You can break an addiction. Longer, more embedded addictions may take a little bit longer, but all it takes is 5 minutes a day. And I'm a firm believer in short 5-minute meditations. Peel your elbows back, heart is lifted. You're going to close your jaw. Okay, and then when you're closing with your jaw closed, you're going to lightly pulsate through your back molar. So you're going to lightly clench, no ruining of dental work here, just lightly clench. Sa, ta, na, ma. So with every clench, you say sa, and ta, na, ma. Eyes closed, roll up and in, go. We do this for 5 minutes. Elbows peeled back, thumbs resting on the temples. Lightly pulsate the jaw, sa, ta, na, ma. Breathe, long, slow, and deep. So the light pressure of the thumbs exerted here at your temples is creating pressure and an activation through the central cortex of the brain. This is where habits are formed. So you can start to activate this area of the brain because what it's doing is it's vibrating the stem of the pineal gland. Once the stem of the pineal gland finds its way back into homeostasis or back into balance, we can start to release these addictions. So what I was going to call this meditation series was meditation for recovery, but I believe we all have something to kind of release and let go of. Keep it going. Sa, ta, na, ma, as you're pulsating throughout your back molars. And it's just a light enough pulse where you feel your thumbs kind of go up and down. When your pineal gland starts secreting properly, then it starts to activate and re-regulate the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is responsible for the rest of the glandular system, your endocrine system. So in your endocrine system, you've got your adrenals, you've got, I'm forgetting the other ones, your thalamus gland, which is in your heart, and you've got your thyroid and parathyroid, which is in your throat. And of course, we've got the pituitary. There's a few others in that mid area that I kind of forgot there. But when you regulate the pituitary gland, you start to regulate the rest of the glandular system. Everything finds itself back into a sense of balance. When you come back into a sense of balance, the side effect is radiance. This is why I teach this class, Yoga for Radiance, which this little meditation series is on right after that class. Keep it going. Aside from radiance, the side effect is also bliss and balancing your hormones, which is really important, especially when it comes to having habits, ways of being, ways of seeing, feeling, moods, mood swings. Lightly pulsating through the back molar, sa, ta, na, ma. Keep the jaw closed, try not to open the jaw. Just want to keep the contact of the molars, and we're exercising the jaw bones. There's actually this little mouthpiece exercise that exerciser that I started to see on Instagram. It was like kind of going viral there for a little bit, doing the exact same thing as this meditation. So the science is out there, folks. And I say the science is out there because a doctor researched this little mouthpiece exerciser. And you know what he was doing to people? It was making them look younger. Radiance. That's all radiance is. Radiance is your vitality. It's your beauty. We're all beautiful, whether we believe it or not. Your mother made no mistakes. God made no mistakes. Honor them. And so recognize that you are a beautiful person. Keep pulsating through the jaw. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa is birth. Ta is life. Na is death, and ma is rebirth. Take a deep inhale. Activate your pelvic floor. We call that our root block. Eyes go up, hold. And exhale, release, setting those arms down. Move your shoulders up and back, up and back. If you're just joining us and you want to be able to do this whole meditation, for those of you on the Instagram live stream, I'm going to be posting it so long as my device allows for it. We have to realize that we're at the mercy of these devices these days. Just kidding. But so as I said, I'm going to be posting it, so you'll be able to catch this, and you can do it every single day for the next 40 days and just make your life into the life that you've always dreamed of. Right, so now we're going to go into how to go big day. So this is a prosperity meditation. But when you do this meditation over and over and over again, you learn what true prosperity is. Prosperity is not necessarily money per se. It definitely speaks to money. But prosperity is the energy that you bring out and push out. So for instance, if you are looking at life or experiencing at life from a form of scarcity or lack, that's what you get back. So what you give out is what you give back. If you're worried about money, paying bills, all these different things, that's all you're going to be given back. I really have this firm belief that we create our misery and our chaos and all these things only so we can come back to truth and to recognize that HUD energy that we all have inside of us. HUD is that God energy. It's not saying don't toot your own horn. It's not saying you are God. It's saying that you come from God. And whether you believe in God or not, let me break it down for those of you that don't believe in God. Generating, organizing, destroying, delivering energies, if that makes sense for you, or universal energies. And for those of you that do believe in God, the Most High, of course, the ultimate energy of the world, or universe is. And so that HUD energy, when you pump it from your navel, it starts to, we'll say, emanate through the body. We start to create this almost pranic tube through our body. And it wakes you up to realizing how powerful you are in your words, your speech, your actions, how you behave, how you see the world, how you speak about other people. What you give out is what you give back. So when you start to really see that God energy, you see yourself, and what you're doing is actually what's creating your experience, then you can really start to hone in on your experience and create more of what you want and more of what you love. So prosperity and abundance and heart and an energy yes, it brings money. And trust me, it does. That's part of the reason how we were able to really see that this meditation works. But aside from money, it shows you about your abundance and your infinite source that's within you, your soul. Okay, so this is how we do this. You're going to take left hand, then you're going to take your right fingertips. Your right fingertips are going to crisscross over the finger area only. So right over left, thumbs are going to be pointing directly straight forward. Not out, not in, forward, right? Sit up tall. Your hands are going to be right at your diaphragm. Thumbs again pointing straight forward. We're going to do this. This takes a bit. You're going to have to learn it, but once you do, it rhymes and it makes sense. So the chant, the mantra, and you pump your navel with every hada. So it goes hada, 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 4 hadas, and then gobinde. Hada, 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 mukande. Hada, 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 hariyam. Hada, 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 kariyam. Hada, 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 nirname. Hada, 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 akame. I think I said that right. I could be wrong. But really, when you start to learn mantra and you start to learn meditation, it's something that you want to hear. You can definitely follow a sheet. It's helpful. And in fact, I have the meditation right here. Ooh, and then I didn't do it right. It's hada, 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 hada gobinde. Hada, 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 hada mukande. Hada, 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 hada udare. Hada, 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 hada apade. Hada, 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 hada hariyam. Hada, 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 hada kariyam. Hada, hada, hada nirname. Hada, hada, hada akame. It took me like 25 times of doing this every single day to finally get it down. So, give yourself that time. Let your mind absorb the mantra, hear the mantra, and let yourself learn it on your own is what I'm going to encourage you right now. Cool. All right, let me just get our little mantra on that we're going to be using for this sacred dance. All right, so we've got this mudra, right fingers crisscross over the left, thumbs pointing straight forward, heart is lifted. As you say hada hada, you're pumping the navel. And if you want 6-pack abs, do this with me. You're going to be so surprised. Sorry, I just got to get this thing on. Staying with me. I'm learning all these new gadgets. It's interesting. I got this Apple Watch because, it helps. It helps with something. Give her a second. Give her a second. This is why it took so long to get on here today. I think I have to manually do it from my phone. Bear with me, folks. You're awesome. Cool. Here we are. Okay, so I got it on. Okay, starting over. Here we go. Sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to get really good at this one day, you guys. Thanks for being here with me. All right, so if you're just joining me, join us for this prosperity meditation, the one that I really feel that got us into this yoga studio. All right, so right fingers crisscross over the left, elbows in, thumbs pointing straight out. We're going to do the hada 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 gobinde chant. Follow along. I say learn it by hearing it. Just move your tongue up and down so that you can create that activation of the brain as you're doing it. Really listen with your heart though, okay? So with every hada, you're going to come from the navel. Here we go, from the navel. Hada 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 gobinde. Hada 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 mukande. Hada 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 udare. Hada 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 apare. Hada 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 hariyam. Hada 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 kariyam. Hada 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 nirname. Hada 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 akame. Hada 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 gobinde. Hada 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 mukande. Hada 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 udare. Hada 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 apare. Hada 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 hariyam. Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame. Sit nice and tall. Come from your navel. Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame. Work off that Thanksgiving. Pump the navel. Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame. Sitting nice and tall, elbows back. Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Akame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apane. Even if you don't know it, just pump the navel to the Haras. Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame. Come to the roof of the mouth. Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam, Hara 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 Kariyam, Hara 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 Nirname, Hara 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 Apame, Hara 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 Govinde, Hara 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 Mukande, Hara 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 Udare, Hara 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 Apare, Hara 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 Hariyam. Hara 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 Kariyam. Hara 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 Nirname. Hara 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 Akame. Take a big breath in. Hold. And just for this moment, go thoughtless. Exhale. Keep breathing. And remain thoughtless. And take a deep inhale. Press the palms flat against the chest. Press, squeeze the entire body, every muscle, organ, tissue, squeeze. Squeezing out all sickness, all disease. Squeeze. Hold the breath. And fire out. Inhale. Press the palms flat against the chest. Squeeze the entire body, every tissue. Eyes go up. Squeezing out all sickness, all disease. And fire. One more time. Inhale. Press, squeeze. Press as hard as you can. Squeezing every tissue, activating every tissue in the body, squeezing out all disease, sickness. And fire out. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. The guide and the teacher of this meditation says, I know a person that won all the game simply because he thought he could. He did it. He succeeded. And you will too. All right. Going into our last meditation of our beautiful meditation gathering that we will have weekly, Wednesdays and Fridays. Going to our last meditation, intelligence meditation. So what I'm going to have you do is bring the elbows in. You're going to make peace fingers, and then you're going to inhale open, or excuse me, not inhale open, just stay right here. Stay with me, folks. You're going to open and close your fingers in these peace signs. You're going to breathe long, slow, and deep. This is a meditation that one of my teachers, Guru Jagat, does and has been doing every single day since November of 2019. This meditation helps increase the IQ. So just go, start. Just open it and close. And she says when she teaches this, imagine Jupiter and Saturn coming together and then coming apart. Coming together and then coming apart. Breathe deeply. Eyes go up and in. Stay with it. Elbows in and back. Keep going. Index finger and middle finger coming together and coming apart. Long, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Staying connected to your breath, staying connected to the experience. When you do this meditation for a 40-day cycle or longer, you'll speak more coherently. Your words, they will make more sense, not only to you, but to the people that listen to you. You'll have a greater form of truth that you're coming from when you speak. And I'm not saying this because I heard it. I'm saying it because it's happened. This is my experience with these meditations, especially that Hara Hara Govinde one we just did. Okay, you're going to be able to communicate clearer. It doesn't seem like it. So, don't take my word for it with these. Just try it. And then tell me. Come back to me, report back, tell me what happens. Honestly, because we can make our own studies together. Index finger and middle finger coming together and coming apart, breathing long, slow, and deep. Sit up tall, elbows in. If you're new to meditation, let these fingers be a place for your mind to go when it wants to wander. Try not to judge the situation that you're experiencing. Try not to have thoughts about it. Again, just imagine the planets Jupiter and Saturn coming together and coming apart. Jupiter being that big orange, beautiful planet. It's so gorgeous. And Saturn being that extremely massive planet with a ring around it. We want ourselves to elevate to the cosmic level, not just in the meditation, but in life right now. Okay, and that's that hot energy. We need to rise above. We need to tap into our intelligence, and we need to use it wisely. brain has been scattered and you can't think straight, do this meditation. If you're letting your thoughts run the show, it's not using your intelligence, it's just kind of letting a free-for-all run loose in your brain. Do this meditation. Because you're going to come back to a logical sense of, I don't really have the bandwidth or the wherewithal to just think about useless stuff right now. Stuff that doesn't matter. When I say doesn't matter, I mean isn't existing. Okay, it's just the fantasies that we create with our thoughts. That stuff does not matter, as in there is no matter to it. But the more energy you give it, the more matter it will become, and the more it will matter. So think about the stuff that actually matters, like the present moment and your heart and your people and your love that you share and emanate with the world, your intelligence, your physical existence. Focus on that. Get out of the thoughts. This is why we do addiction meditation, because a lot of us are addicted to thinking. That's not using our intelligence. So here we are in intelligence meditation. Activating our intelligence. Feel your fingers coming together and coming apart. Breathe. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open the fingers. Exhale, close the fingers. Big breaths. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Wide and tight with the fingers, O-shaped breath, equal inhale, equal out, exhale through the mouth. It looks like this. Fingers stay open. Powerful breath. Take a deep inhale. Hold and squeeze. Squeeze the Mula Bandha root lock. It's just like you're refraining from going to the bathroom. Squeeze the spine. Eyes go up. Hold the breath. Create the energy that you want to have. Exhale. Inhale. Activate. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the spine. Hold that energy that you want to create. You are the one in control. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Hold, squeeze, eyes go up. Then exhale. Set down the hands. Roll the head. Start going into these beautiful neck rolls. Now this is a meditation that you don't want to just like stop in the middle of the meditation. You want to see it all the way through from the very end to the neck rolls. Move the shoulders, shrug the shoulders. Move the head, move the jaw. Activation again in the frontal lobe. Go into the other direction. Rolling the head. Rolling the shoulders. Moving the jaw. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. All right, so we've come to the end of our meditation. Let's finish in bring our hands to our heart center. We're going to finish in 3 Sat Nams. Sat Nam means truth is my identity. Truth is my essence. Sat means truth. Nam means name. So as we say this Sat Nam, we are activating that vibrational frequency in ourselves to live, speak, and be our truth. All right, so it's long Sat, short Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. 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 Sat Nam, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope to see you soon. See you Friday. Bye.